Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna build a basic web app setup. So I'm gonna be using Webflow, Wized, and Supabase as the backend, and I'm gonna connect it up with Stripe, and maybe in the end also add OpenAI for the fun of it. And as promised in Twitter, I'm gonna start from scratch and we're gonna try to do this within one weekend's span. So 2 days. And I'm gonna try to stick to working days, so 2 times 8 hours. Not sure if I will be able to squeeze it in that time, but let's give it a go. So over to Webflow and over to my own stuff, and I'm gonna use my own starter document for it. Duplicate that and open up Wized, and we can open up Supabase as well already. Go to the dashboard of Supabase. Here we're gonna start a new project. Let's just do it here. Name web app setup. That should be fine. Region, I'm in Central Europe, I guess. Pricing plan free. Create new project. Okay, in the meantime, this is probably already duplicated. So refresh and start to find it. Where is it? There. Okay, settings. So this is web app setup. SEO, this off, publishing, web app setup. Okay, let's go down, save changes. This didn't get saved. No idea, don't make it autosave, but okay. This also didn't go save. Web app setup, save. Okay. Not to publish it yet. Wized. New project. Web app setup. My staging domain is this. Webflow.io. This one copy. So custom code. This update. Save changes. And now we can publish it. Okay, and then we can say continue. And then Wized is connected. Okay, then we go into the designer. I'm not gonna use cookies. So what do we need here? Let's throw in my standard nav bar. This is the home page, so what's gonna be in here? Nothing much. So this is gonna be log in, paste, and this is gonna be create account, paste, and it's gonna be log out, and this we can make secondary button. Now let's make it an outline, and then that's that. div. Let's put some small space in between this all. Don't worry about this. This is just my system of how I want to do things. I think it's a bit nicer if it's bigger here. Make it bigger. Between these two, I actually don't need any space. Okay, then this is gonna trigger something. Let me see. Nope. This is not gonna trigger anything either in Wized. This is gonna trigger something in Wized. So this needs an attribute. Wized button out. Okay, then we go Wized attribute. So that's, well, I can make this already hidden as a standard. Oh, cool. Okay, then let's put a section here, and let's make the login screen already. Sure, why not? So this is the model, and model is a grid, just a grid of 1 by 1. Make it fixed. Throw it on top of everything. Transparent background, somewhat like that. Fixed. I didn't click this. Okay. That's the model. Let's start with div. Let's call it model trigger, which is like that. So that's going to trigger the click outside of the box. Let's put another div in it, and it is the model content, like so. It's going to be, is that going to be flex? No, it's not going to be flex. That's just going to be like this, and it's also manual because I want to have it on top of the other trigger. So this is the box that contains it. So 125 RAM. Well, I can put it on all sides actually. Oh, I was getting these shortcuts wrong. Okay, white background, thank you very much. And should we make it a little bit rounded? Sure, why not? Pixels or RAM? Let's make it RAM. RAM is same. No. Okay, there. What else? Nothing much, I guess. I want it to be relative. Okay, so this gets form block, which we call form. So we can get rid of this automatic spacing nonsense. Okay, then we see that this is way too small. So this should just be 1 RAM. 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Okay, that's all fine. Let's put a header in there. Put a heading small. Yeah, fine. Log in. Let's turn it to the top. this is a form element. It's called input field. This is also input field, and this is indeed. Let's turn this around. So, and this is password, and this should become type password name password. Okay, that's okay. Throw some spacing in between this. Version S. Paste. Maybe it's fine. Who cares? And how wide are we going to make this? Move it. No. Yeah. Well, whatever. 20 RAM. I never know how big the RAMs are. That's more than enough. Okay. I'll make this one headline bigger. I think, yes. Yeah, even bigger. And then M. Okay, login. Thank you very much. These are of course gonna have stuff attached to it in Wized, so we need to add an attribute. Wized email. Login email. And this Wized login password. Okay, and this is Wized button login. That's not really logic, right? Login button is better. Login email, login password, login button. That makes a bit more sense. And then this is of course styled as a button, and this should say, oh no, wait. We're gonna throw it away actually and put in a different, because the button from a form kind of messes up stuff in Wized. So we should not use the stand button of a form, but instead we should use a normal button. Wized, what did I say? Login button. Okay. Good. And then we need, what do we need? I need here text box, which is text error. No, text action, that makes it red. Is this okay, the size? Yeah, it's fine. Let's empty it. And this is gonna be, this is gonna be, what's gonna be? This is gonna be Wized login error. So later on, if we have an error message, it's gonna go in there, and it will be hidden if there's nothing. So that is done. What else do we need? We need a link text link, and it's gonna be forgot password question mark. Is that good English? I don't know. It's fine for now. And then this will be underlined so everybody can see it's a link. And what else? It should go, of course, on top of here, and then like so. that okay? It's a bit much this margin access. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, very basic. This of course should also have, should this have something? No, I don't think so. So I've got password, then that happens. Yes, okay. Then we need to make a little cross to close it. Illustrator. Okay, fine. Yes, this. Okay, let's make a little wonderful cross. Oh. Okay. And then we, oh, like that. Okay, cool. Let's make it close. It's a bit fat, but well, that's okay, that's okay. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's export it. And we say close, or maybe icon close, whatever. Export. Let's show it on the desktop. And then let's open, close. Here it is. Copy this. And then in here, where am I? Yes, in here we do an embed. Throw this in. Here we have the fill. And we make that correct color. A lot of nonsense that we don't need. This stuff can go, I think. So, and here's the class names, that's fine. I know what this is. I don't know why there are two paths, but well. Okay, fine. Let's close. Ah, see, there's still a line around it. What's that? Let's take this away, see what happens. Fix. Save and close. Weird. This is the good one. I think. Copy this. Save. Yeah, okay, got those why that was like that. Okay, I can close. Okay, and this is then of course absolute. And I want it in this little corner. We make it one run. Yeah, it's fine. Let's get some space. Yeah, fine. It's a bit of a fat cross, but who cares? For now, it's okay. And then this should close the module. Let's click. Or should first do the open one? Yeah, let's first do the open one. Okay, so that is all taken care of. Let's just hide this entire thing. then login plus mouse click, start an animation plus open, login, open, and then I need to go, yeah, that's the fun part with this nonsense. So now we cannot go, then immediately, it's worked now, or not, no, yes, exactly. Okay, bug in Webflow, is the bug, is it a feature, is it just annoying? It is annoying. Mouse click, because this is what do they call it nowadays, well, these things, a component, this is a component, and if I want to add an interaction in here to interact with an element outside the component, it doesn't. You cannot reach to the element outside the component, so it's better to just make the interaction outside the component first, because then we can at least select everything. So here we have the module, we want it to, let's just say that initial state is opacity 0, and then opacity becomes 100, ease out, 3 is more than enough, and height show will be grid. Okay, we can add some more fancy stuff if we want, but I think this is okay for now. Only siblings with this class, that should not be the case. It should be all elements with this class. Yes, yes, save. And just to play it safe, I will say model login, and then here, because in case in the future we have another module, I will say module login, and then it should be all changed. Yes. Okay, save. Now this can go in here, and now I can say close. So this works. Yep. Cool. Disappeared, but okay. Yes, that worked. Then let's go back to the module. Make it visible again. Okay, yes, thank you. And then we have the trigger that should mouse click, start animation, duplicate this one, login, close, and this can go. Opacity will be back to 0, and after that, I say after that, make it invisible again. Save, and the same goes for that one. And let's also put a pointer on it. And here as well, mouse click, start animation, login, close, and that's it. So now we can do this one and hide it again, and then that should be all good. Yes. Okay, so now we have a login, but it's not much use of having a login when you are not able to create an account yet. Should I already do the password reset? Sure, let's do that too. Okay. So password reset, yeah, done. Password reset, I'm gonna just be a bit lazy with that, maybe. Paste, and I say request password, and this button is gonna be password request button, and this should be login error, and this should be password request error, and then this is all good. So now when a person clicks on that, mouse click, start an animation, new animation, password request. It's fine like that, I guess. When a password request, then we no longer need to see all that stuff. So let me just do it. Let me throw a div around this and say password request hidden. I'm just gonna throw in the stuff here that with a password request we can hide most of the stuff. Let's see this one too actually, and this one will go as well, but that's fine. Or should I just, no, I can just throw them both. Throw this in a thing as well, and then this goes, and this one goes too, I think. Yes, is that okay? Yeah, that is okay. This is an S and this is an XS. That's the thing. I'm gonna make this an XS origin. Fine. So these two, this one and that one, will be hidden when people click on password request, because we don't need those for the password request. So, and this one is actually this one is actually hidden now. Yeah, yes. Okay. Then we have this one, password request, good. And then here we have these ones, height, and this button, height show, should show. And this should also change maybe. Right. Yeah, or should we just take it out? Okay, safe. Can take it out. Okay, we're talking basic here. A bit more. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, that's it. So now let's add this one again. Good. publish. So now we have a login module and a password reset module, and what we now need is create account. So I'm just gonna duplicate this one, say create account. Yes, 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 great. Okay, I should have made this, now, I'll make this a component, module, login, back, let's go back to the old page, and throw this one out, throw that one in. Okay, create account. So here we need to have the form to be able to make an account. So this button should page, choose create account, okay, and then here we have the page, and then we are gonna the section, well, it's okay to put it there, the section, div called container, and let's add a div margin something, and then in this we add div, which is a row, and wait, so let's put another div in, which is a call, and the call is 8 wide. Let's go back to the row and say justify center, but the down call is nicely in the middle. So that's maybe a bit too wide, I don't know, it's fine. Okay, so here we can throw in our h1 and say heading large is big enough, create account. Cool. Let's another div and say margin medium. Let's throw in the form and call the form again, so we have the 0 back. This one we can already delete. This we like to call it input field, so we get some styling. Input, these are like predefined stylings in my workflow. Div margin XS, I think I used. What did I use as? I don't remember. See, form margin S is there, input field S, so I use S. That's why I like to work with these things, because you can just see in your navigator how your margin is. Name, email address, do we want first name, last name? Is it enough to just have full name? Yeah, it's probably enough to have full name. Do we want to add more? Yes, of course. Let's put above it company name. And let's put at the end let's put at the end, it's 2 times that and that, and this one is password field, password q, email is email, password name is name, right, and this is company name, company name, company name. that required? No. Okay, and then of course we need the button. This is a button, and the button is gonna say create account. Is it gonna say create account or go to payment? How do you say that? Yeah, create account. I don't know how to say those things. Because we're gonna create an account, and from here I'm gonna press the button. It's gonna go to Stripe to make the payment, because we don't have any free accounts. You always need to pay. So is it okay to say create account, or should it say something like continue to payment? Or, well, I don't know. I'll leave it like this for now. And now we have our create account form. So what we need to do, this is not email form, but this is create account. So now we need to add the Wized attributes. Wized company name. Wized name. Wized email. Wized password. And here we don't need to be that specific. We don't need to say create account password, because these fields only exist on this page. So we don't need to specify it more than this. This is enough. So that's it. And then we have here create account. So we also need an action to that. Create account button. Yeah, okay, fine. So I think that is enough for now. So what we can do now is connect. What are we gonna do? Connect Wized and Supabase. Yeah. Okay, we go to Wized, and then we have my apps, which is empty, and here we're gonna say Supabase. Yeah, I've been like kind of debating with myself if I should use Xeno or Supabase, and last night I did a little bit playing around in Xeno, and to be honest, Supabase is actually easier and cheaper. And not just a little bit cheaper, it's like more than half the times cheaper. So, sorry Xeno, for now I stick to Supabase. There's one thing that I haven't figured out yet how to do, but I know I will figure it out, because it's like a not related to Supabase kind of thing. It's just like, how do I set up my computer as a local server and run things on it. And the reason why you need it is for Supabase and Stripe, so that Supabase knows, or so that Stripe can tell the Supabase that the payment has been confirmed, or I would say it finished successfully. But that's the thing that you need your local server for, so you can create a tool and that tool connects the two. But anyways, that's my only hurdle with Supabase, and I'm going to figure it out, so I'm going to stick to Supabase. Project URL, that is then, yeah, sure. Project URL, that is something that we have. I don't remember where that was. Yeah, probably. reference ID API. There it is. Copy. And that is that. And then API key. That is that's this one. Yeah, copy. Okay, it's fine. It's super long, so you're never gonna see all of it. That's it. Close. Supabase is now connected. Super cool. I need to refresh my attributes, or probably just do a bit more than just refresh. Okay. And now Wized has all the things that we have just set up, like all the Wized attributes from the form and from the buttons. That's what we need. And Supabase, I need to create a database, I think. A table. Authentication is gonna be automatically out the box. Table not. I need a new table. We call it users. That's all good. This is fine. Created that, sure. A new column is company name, and that is just the text. And we need let's write this correctly. And we need just normal name, which is also on text, and we need email, which is also a text. And that's it. Password we don't need here because that's gonna go into the auth stuff. Okay, save. And there we go. Okay, so that is that. Then here we have to set up auth, select Supabase. That's it. Authentication is up and running. What else? I guess that's it. Data out. We are here on the home page, which is cool. So now you can see we have these attributes. You put X-ray on, then there we see. Here we have the attributes showing. So that's all good. What shall we do? Shall we do the login, or shall we set up? Let's set up the account first. Where are you? It's not there yet because I need to also refresh. Updating the attributes is not enough. And still not there. Wait, it takes so long. Did I publish? Probably I didn't. 40 minutes ago. I guess not. Okay, publish. Refresh once again. Create account. Lovely. It's not in the same order, the pages. Anyways, okay, we have to create account. So let's create an account. Okay, name, create account, of create user. One or the other is all fine. We use Supabase for that. API type is authentication. Method is create new user. And email data is the email field. Done. and password data is the password field. Done. And this is all good. And then I see that there's also a phone number, which I'm not gonna use, authenticator. So that's not really needed. Well, you can just leave it empty, I guess. Okay, so leave that empty. So that's one part of the puzzle, right? So now we create a new user. So this goes into the old stuff. So this goes into here. But this only has an email and a password connected to it, and a user ID is automatically generated. But this doesn't have all the other stuff that we also want from our user, which is here: company name, personal name, la-di-da-di-da. So we need to create another data out, and let's call this create account. Does that make sense? I don't know. Oh, there better naming logic behind it. Create account details. Oh, okay. Create user details then. Okay, create user details. User details. Supabase, API type. This is a database API type, and it is insert new record. And now we need to know the database table. And how did we call it? We called it users. So we need to here say users. So that is cool. And then we have the data. So we need to add the table column is company, and just write it in the same way as it is here. So that is underscore and not with capital. And then the value is our form field, company name. Done. And we add another one because we also want to have the name, and the value is name. Done. And we also want to have the email here, because like that we can connect the auth part with the user, because they both have the same email, and that's just email, not email address. So that is good. And after request, it's gonna go on to Stripe, but we'll do that at a later point. We can close this. So what we now want, because you push on this and they should run both of these things. So what I do with create user, I say after request, perform another request, and that is to make the user details. And I want to do that when this one status code, and it would be nice if you can just do it like this, but I don't know, it doesn't allow you to do it. Status code is 200, which means if this your number one thing has run successfully, which is 200. I don't know what the logic behind that is, but that's what many people before us have debated upon, and 200 is the code for that it is successful with 3 is's, so it has to be 100% that code. Then it will continue to run create user details. So like that, both actions will be run when the person pushes the button. Right. So that's that. But now we still need to actually create the action. So create action is create user. Does that make sense to do the same? I don't know. I'm very confused because I called here create user and here create account, but I think that from a user point of view, creating an account is more logic than creating a user. Then the attribute, we need to select the button. Why don't I see it? Login. Didn't I? Create account button. Should be there. Okay. Fresh. No, this is. There it is. Create account button. So apply to, so that's this. And then what it will do when we click on it, it will perform a request, and the request is create user. That's it. So what we now have done is that you can create an account. That part is done. And the big question is, of course, does it work? Sure, it works. Do you trust me? Maybe not. Okay, we are gonna see, create an account. Let's say this is me, and I am my own company. So me is me. And I'm just gonna use this one since it's already saved, so it's nice and easy. And then I'm gonna say create account. Now we don't know if anything has happened because there's no action that follows when the account is created. But if it works, then something should be created. There it is. Waiting for verification. And in the table, not. Why not? Okay. Here, not. Okay. Why not? I don't know. Refresh. Refresh. Probably something to do with the rights, because I didn't set up any rights. So now we have an error, I guess. And how do we see what for error it is? Good question. We go into data out. This one runs successfully. Wait, let me see if I still have my. I'm gonna type in the same stuff here. So like that. Now this is gonna give an error, I guess. State success. That will be weird if this doesn't give an error, because then we have 2 times the same user. Okay. But weird that it doesn't throw an error. Anyways, let's look at this one, because this gave new row violates row level security policy for the table users. See, so it did find the table, that's not a problem, but we haven't set up any security rules. Now this is a bit of a complex kind of thing. It is here in the policies, and RSL is enabled. No policies created yet, so we need a new policy. Read access to everyone. Sure. Oh, wait. Okay. Let me see. Read access to everyone. Enable insert access for authenticated users only. Update access for users based. Okay, this one is wrong because insert authenticated users only. That's not what we want, because we want unauthenticated users to actually be inserted because they are new users. So that's something that needs to change. Delete access for, well, this one, of course, we want. Use this template, review, okay, save policy. That one is fine. View templates, error input field to create a policy does not exist. User ID. Okay. Okay. Wait. Public users. Read everyone, yes. Review. Save policy. Policy. This is update based on email. That looks very good to me. Review, save policy. Policy. So now we have, what have we said? We have read, everybody can read it. Update is based on email. That's cool. Delete is a different story. That's based on user ID. And I kind of would like that to also be based on email. Let me see. Policy. Create policy. Insert. I don't want this to be authenticated. I want this to be unknown. I think that's what we need here for target roles. So this select. True. Review policy. Delete. We'll worry about later. Let's see. Now if I run it. Yes. So now if we go back to our table, users, there it is. So we have the name, we have the email address, and we have the company name. Good. So that is all. And then out we also have the same email address, and then the password that is of course not showing up. Okay, so now it works. We're able to create an account. We already have an account actually. So next up, let's log in. I'm gonna go back to the home page and let's click on the login so we see what we're doing. And we're gonna pick, this is the one we just created. Okay, so that is also data out because we're sending data from our website out to somewhere else. And we call this login. And we use Supabase. And it's an authentication request. Method is not log out, but is sign in with email. And the email is, of course, our login email field, done, and the password is our login password, done. And after request, where do we want to go after the request? Nowhere yet, because we don't have any other pages yet. Pretty good indeed. So we can check if it works. It should work. Email not confirmed. Because the email, see, the email is not confirmed. So what we also need to do now is we want to show this in our login field, login module. But those are not data outs, those are also not even data ins, those are actions. Cool, yes, cool, close. So, and we also have the default password. Action. So let's first create the login action attribute button, no, not logout button, login button. It's not really logic button logout and then login button. My naming still needs some improvements. Configuration on click, action, perform request, login. So that's there. Close. And then we do another action, login, error. Login are 2 words. Show error. Sure. Display error. Nice. And then here we have login error. Select set text type, plain text. The data is what we got back here somewhere. Where was it? Here. Here. Message, email not confirmed. So that we want to display there. Done. But of course we only want to display this. There is an error. Does it matter? That's right. Okay, so that's now working. Login, right? Should work. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Plain text message. Preview. Login. Yeah. Email confirmed. Nice. And then here we have the other form. So that's all good. Shall we do that? We set the password. Sure. Data out. Now for the reset password, I need some other page still. Well, it's 12 past 10, and what we have done so far is we're able to create an account and we're able to log in. That's not bad for, let's say, 1 hour's work. I mean, come on. Pretty good. And we start with a blank canvas. So we also actually built the module and the create account form and the backend. So good. What should we do? Okay, the way reset password works is that you ask for a reset, then you get an email with a link, and that link sends you to a page, and in that page you type in your new password. And maybe also your email, I'm not sure about that. So we need a page where it goes to, but I also want to create a quick dashboard, so where we go to when everything is finished. So let's go back to Webflow. And then we, we can, let's duplicate this one. Dashboard. Yes, sure. Dashboard. And we don't need the form here anymore. And I'm gonna make this empty. I'm gonna give this Wized headline. Header. Heading. Right. So this is the dashboard, and we only come on the dashboard when we have successfully logged in, and eventually we have paid. But that's for another time. So when we have logged in, we don't want to see a login button, we don't want to see a create account button, and we do want to see the log out button that is standard hidden. So that is something that we need to do with Wized. So actually, because we are gonna hide all these things, we want, I can put these together in a div probably. Yes or no? Because they're all going to be hidden at the same time. Does that matter? Okay, let's just throw it in a div and add this to it, and this, and now to make this click, nice little bug. Here according to this I am in the, I've selected the button, and according to this I've selected the div. You just love it. You can click on the div, but you don't select it. Okay, now we have it. So this is gonna be hidden. I'm just gonna add my usual stuff to it. No gutter, thank you very much. And this will be Wized. Shall I call it logged in? Does that make sense? Logged in. With 2 G's. I guess so. Doesn't really make sense, right? Logged in. I don't know. Does that make sense? Logged in? Yeah, sure. Why not? Not really, right? Because it is actually going to be hidden. Not logged in, maybe. and this is button logout. We thought that out button was a better name. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. Publish this. Cool. Back to Wized. Let's refresh. And now what I want that date out, create user details. And for now I'm gonna say after request navigate to dash board. Be nice if you don't have to type this, but you can select the page. And this is a condition, of course, because this. Let's just run it. This is tool. Success. Status. Select status. Code, I think this is 200. Yeah. That's right. Let's forget. Yeah, status code. Okay, so if it's successful, then we go to the dashboard. And what if it's not successful? Then we get the error message, so we don't show anything. Okay. Fine. Then let's, okay, we are here in the dashboard, and let's just for the fun of it, do something to the dashboard. Dashboard heading. Attribute. It's not there. Why is it not there? Still, oh, here, heading. Heading, select, set text, plain text, and this is gonna be hi, and then we have here name, I think. Come on. Right. Sure. Let's see if that is actually correct. Login. I need to confirm the email. Because when you create an account, it sends you an email. So it can't be reached. Localhost. Okay, that is new. I guess I need to still set something up here. Oh, URL configuration. Yeah, I can see, there we go. The URL is this. Good. Save. Okay, click again on the link in the email. Invalidor has expired. I've got 2 emails. This one It's also expired, or is it now? Good. Login. Login. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Let's see here. Users. Yeah, it should be okay. It's been confirmed. Let's see. What is happening? I did it with create account, but I didn't do it with the login to go to the dashboard. But we can see if it's working by just going ourselves to the dashboard. I am defined. So maybe it's not working. I don't know. We'll see. Data out, login, after request. Here we also want to navigate to dashboard, and again, of course, only if login. Login status code is 200. Done. Automatically publishes. Login. And here we go again. Why is it not working? It is working, but it's not working. Let's go to the home page. Again, la-di-da. This one. Let's just, number 3 is login. Let's just run it. Yeah, it is working. It is working. Because we ended up really fine. And here, of course, I'm making a mistake. Because I need to put something in my dashboard that triggers. Just call it Wized trigger. And I'm just gonna put just by any space when this empty stuff is switched on, and this should be called Wized load user details. And then we need to create a tool. Data in is that. So now, because I want here to display the name, so in order for me to be able to do that, I need to know who this person is that just logged in, and the way to do that is to get his data. So that is data in, get user details, and that is the Supabase, and the request is from the database, and the method is get item, I guess. And then the database table is users. Database column is it's get item list. List. Get item. I'm not sure if I get item list. Let's see, load current user. Maybe that's all I need. Oh, that's all I need. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So then we have. So this is working. So now I know. I only know the name. Add select. So now I know the current user. I think I did this earlier. Easier. Database, item list, database table, the users, data column. No, see, this is one item I want. Users, database table column, name, value, string. No. I did this easier last time, I think. I'm just gonna do it like this, load current users. But then I only get this stuff, the email, because there's nothing else in there. Let's set. Okay. Action. Let's see. Load user details. Select, and then we have here the new attributes. Refresh. Come on. This trigger. Load user details. Pretty sure I published it. Refresh. Load user details. Okay. Load user details. Select. I'm doing something so stupidly wrong. Not on click, not on change, not any of this. Data in. I'm doing something wrong. What is it that I'm doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. This is data in request. That's correct. It comes from Supabase. I don't think it needs application. I think it's a database that I want. And I want to get an item. from the database table called users table column. This is not correct. I need to load the current user, get his details. So yes is auth, method is load current user, after request, form request, get user details. That is all that makes sense. Yeah, because I load the user and then I get the details of this user. So then what am I doing wrong? But now I'm doing get user details. That cannot be right. So I'm gonna call this load current user. Yes. So this I'm gonna just take it away. Close. Data in load user details from Supabase, from the database. I want to get an item list. Users filter to column email and equals, and then the value is from number 4. Number 4. So this email done. So I'm getting the item list from the filter email to the dot. Sorting I don't need. I only need 1. And that's it. Let's try. Yeah, now it's there. Okay. So this is the one I need later on. Be nice if you can copy it, but you can't. Well, maybe you can copy. So this should go in the headline. Now we're loading the user. First we load the user. Then we have his email, and because we have his email, we can load his details. Yes, that works. Then we have the actions. Then we have dashboard headline, and this should not be number 2, but this should be what I have just copied. It is this. Let's just make it nice, and it says it gets the name from. Is that a query? Request. Request number 5, and that is request this one. Done. So now close. This should work. Or not. Why not? I don't know. This is not. Probably this is not the way it should be written. Probably it should be like that. Is that different? Looks the same, right? why is that? Really, you know, like most basic stuff is not working. It's that. It says hi, it says undefined. It's not undefined because I have here a nice text. It is. We can get hi, it can get the name, right? I'm getting a bit tired of this, to be honest. Load the current user. Okay. It does load current user, and after this I want to say form request load user details, close, trigger, is this, close. Yes. Okay. There's so many steps, it's so easy to think, you know, you've set it up and there's always another step missing. So, okay, what have I done? Let's recap, whatever. First, I've created the data in request to get the current user. And the current user, this is request number 4, gives us a whole lot of stuff, but in the end, the only thing we need from that is the email, right? Cool. Then, after the request, we say load the user details. So we load, so this is an authentication, and this is a database request. So out of the database, get me an item list from the user's database, where we filter everything, saying that the email equals the email that we just got from the load current user. And we only need one, because we only have one current user, so we're not gonna want more than that back. We're never gonna get more than that back, I hope, but yes. Okay, good. Done, yes. Now, this of course also needs to be activated. And that's where this trigger comes in, because we trigger and we say when this attribute is present, load user details. So on all pages where we have this Wized attribute in place, we will perform this request. So that's gonna be like whenever we want to display anything from the user, we need it. So also when on the edit account page that we're gonna make later on, we're also gonna need it. So that's it. So now we have login. You can create an account, we can log in, and we even display an account detail, as small as it is. So we have these going stuff into Supabase and getting stuff back from Supabase. So this connection is working. And in Supabase we are able to create accounts. Okay. I think I'm gonna have a short break now. What's gonna be next up? We still have the password reset to do, and edit account is going to be next. So, and after that, which is probably going to be tomorrow, we're going to dive into Stripe, getting the payment up, so we have like a subscription, a monthly subscription connected to the account. and then we are pretty much done with this very, very basic setup. And my idea for building this was, or is, that okay, with this I have something that I can just quickly copy, create new API points, new database Supabase, new account Stripe, change the APIs, and we're ready to go. We don't need to set up all these intricate creating account, getting account stuff, all that stuff that we're doing now. We don't need to repeat that anymore. That's the idea. So anyways, I'll leave it at this for now. I'm going to take a little break, and next stream will be, that's not a stream, next recording will be changing the account and resetting the password. Okay, catch you later.